Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the show that never ends. My name is Rod, and I'm your happy hippie, and I'm here to do my own contest video announcement. Wearing the same shirt as I did in my last video because it's the same day, so this is how it is. Now, this one, I want you to really think about it. I want to hear a solo artist. I want you to show me their album or their CD or cassette, 8-track, I don't care, as long as it's a physical form of media. And show me the band they came from. For example, don't show me a Boz Scaggs album and say, oh, he used to be the lead singer for Steve Miller. No, I'd want to see that album that he sang on. And there's only one artist from each band for that band. So don't say, hey, the Rolling Stones, and give me 6 members of the Rolling Stones who did solo albums. Mick Taylor, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Ronnie Wood, Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a Beatles album, then give me 4 of the Beatles. Show me their albums. No, one artist for each band for that band. Now, if they had separate bands, hey, that's cool. I want to see at least 5 of each, and you get 1 entry for that. If you give me 10 items from that band, from that solo artist, you get 2 entries. I'm going to max it out at 3 entries. If you possibly can do 15, I'll give you 3 entries, but no more than 3 entries. Like I said, I don't want to see a Jan Akerman album, which I almost showed, and say, well, I don't have any of the Hocus Pocus he played with, but no, I want to see both, the band and the artist. It could be country, it could be rock, it could be rap. The more diverse, the better. Up to 15 of them for 3 entries. 10 is 2 entries. 5 is 1. And I'm going to tell you what you win after the video. This isn't... it's more of an appreciation type of contest. I've been in the VC for almost 2.5 years. I almost did the contest for my 2nd anniversary. I almost did it for 600 subs. I did it last March around the same time for 420 because I had hit 420 subs, and 420 happens to be my address. So I had a 420 contest. I'm about 620 now, but this is more of a thank you. It's not a push for more subs. It's just a fun little contest. Rules of the contest. Make a video. It'd help to be a subscriber. That'd be a cool thing to do, but you don't have to be. Because if I said you did, you just subscribe. You'd make an entry, then unsubscribe. So, not you personally, but some people do that shit, man. Okay, let's kick it off. Solo artist I'm going to talk about is Ron Wood. Ronnie Wood. This happens to be a tribute to Chuck Berry. Very cool listen. Ron Wood doing Chuck Berry songs. He was from the band Faces. Because I show Faces, I can't do Rod Stewart and say he was with Faces because I used up their entry for Ronnie Wood. So Ronnie Wood, great solo artist, a member of Faces. Keith Richards is a great album. This plastic sucks. I need to change that. The Expensive Winos live album. That's a great picture. That is rock and roll, brother. Keith Richards. Saw this tour. Ivan Neville played with them. Fantastic live album, recorded in the 1980s. I saw him at Constitution Hall on this tour. Ivan Neville opened the show. Then when Keith came out like 20, 30 minutes later, he played the entire set with Keith. Fantastic concert, fantastic performer. This guy is a rock and roll legend. Keith Richards, And you know what band I'm going to mention for him? The world's greatest rock and roll band, the Rolling Stones. I don't even have to say anything about them except the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards, synonymous, the world's greatest rock and roll band. Saw them too, RFK Stadium. This guy's name is Bob Weir. He's with Bobby and the Midnights. He's with Kingfish. Bob Weir, great rhythm guitar player, great singer-songwriter. Still going on strong today. This album's from the 70s. Heaven Help the Fool. Still going strong today. Bob Weir. You may have heard of this band. The Grateful Dead, the world's greatest jam band. America's greatest rock and roll band, the Grateful Dead. This is Shakedown Street. Winding down the 70s with this album, The Grateful Dead. And speaking of the Grateful Dead, there's another guy that you may be familiar with when you hear the Grateful Dead, the late Jerry Garcia. Wonderful. Maybe this guy's just incredible. One of my very favorite artists of all time. The great Jerry Garcia. Guy's missing a finger, still play guitar. Played banjo, he played guitar. He did bluegrass, he did rock and roll. And this is a side project I'm using. New Riders of the Purple Sage, Jerry Garcia's band. He was in another band too, at one time. New Riders of the Purple Sage. And this crazy son of a bitch, Lou Reed. New Yorker, Lou Reed. This is a Record Store Day release. Wonderful Lou Reed. And of course, he was with the Velvet Underground. Wonderful album. One of the best psych albums ever made. You need to get this album if you dig psych rock. You like, just get this album. It's really a good listen. Another one of my favorite singer-songwriters, Mr. Jeff Tweedy, another Record Store Day release. This is Warmer. It was a follow-up to his album Warm. In fact, it was supposed to be a 2-record set, and they broke it up for whatever reason, probably marketing. They released Warm, and like 4 months later, they released Warmer for a Record Store Day release. Then a couple months after Record Store Day, you could buy it. And now it's actually, you can buy it as a 2-record set, Warm and Warmer. But this is a great, great fucking album. I actually like it better than Warm. And of course, he was with Uncle Tupelo. Great alt country, 90s, late 80s alt country. This is really, really good stuff. Uncle Tupelo, man. Fantastic stuff. If you like the singer-songwriter with that country edge, you like alt country, this is really a band worth checking out. Uncle Tupelo. I remember when they broke up, and Wilco came out of it, and so did Son Volt. And Son Volt's album was released around the same time as the Wilco. And I honestly thought Wilco was just going to get blown away by Son Volt. But I've actually grown to like Wilco a lot better. That's just me. Ozzy Osbourne, no introduction needed. The Prince of Darkness, the self-proclaimed Prince of Darkness. Ozzy Osbourne. And he was with Black Sabbath. Now, if you wanted to show Ronnie James Dio era Black Sabbath and Dio's solo album, plus an Ozzy solo album with an Ozzy era Black Sabbath, that would be fine. That would be perfectly fine. But I don't want duplicates of each artist from that band, if you know what I mean. David Gilmour, his first solo recording. David Gilmour, great guitar player, great songwriter. Of course, he's best known for this album, not for this album, but from this band, maybe for this album. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. This is on green vinyl. This is actually a gift from Randall Weaver. Cool thing about this album, not just that it was a gift, not just because it's green, but the label was misprinted. They got label 1 printed on both sides, but the album itself is correct. And it sounds great. So David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. And that's about it, man. You could not show a Roger Waters from Pink Floyd, but if you had another band, you could say, hey, Roger Waters from such and such. So one artist from a band, unless they were in multiple bands. If that makes any sense. I hope it does. Okay, let's talk prizes. Hold on 1 second. All right, your prize is this. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will tell you it's new and it's unopened, and we're going to run this contest. Oh, what is today's date? The 21st? Yes, it is the 21st. How about 1 month? We'll do this to March 21st. I will do the drawing on the 22nd. My birthday's on the 29th, so we'll call this March Madness or Rod's birthday giveaway, whatever you want to call it. But I want at least 5 artists and the bands they came from for 1 entry. Give me 10, you get 2. You give me 15, you get 3. And the winner gets this. And I'll do the drawing on March 22nd. Is that what I said? That sounds good. No, you're not March 22nd. Damn. That'd be in 2 days. Psst. April. Today's March 21st. We're going to do the drawing on April 22nd. April 22nd. So the deadline is April 21st. And we're going to call it the March Madness, whatever we want to call it. Rod's contest. But it's just my way of saying thank you. So, everybody, I hope you're doing good. Be kind to each other.